Hey guys, today we're talking about the top 5 reasons people quit photography. Now, why is this important to know? Well, because if you're considering getting into part-time or full-time photography, then these are good things to keep in mind when you're doing that. Okay, reason number 1 people quit photography is they end up chasing the money. Now I realize there's bills, accidents, life, family, people need money, but people end up doing jobs that they didn't really set out to do in the beginning. In some cases, a lot of people end up shooting weddings or corporate events because that is where there's a lot of consistent and predictable money. So remember, think about your impact over the currency. All right, what are we doing in the car? Well, I'm in Calgary, Canada, and there is a mural of me on a wall painted in the middle of the city. So backstory a little bit, I have a friend, she's a painter and a muralist, and she asked me if she can use one of my photos from Iceland as a little piece of inspiration, and I was like, of course, that is the coolest thing ever. So she's finished it now, and we're gonna go check it out.
Continue on McLeod Trail Southeast for 14.
Okay, what? This is crazy, look at this. Yes! That's me! Ooh, there it is! Wow! Okay, I'm gonna go across the road. Wow, this is amazing! Yes! Hey! Oh man, it's such good work. Oh, what? So sick. Oh, those boots. I think I lost those boots. Dang. Here comes the artist. Shoot, I should be filming this in slow motion. Wow, it's so big. Okay guys, this is the artist right here, Michelle.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Michelle, I'm from Calgary, Alberta, and I'm doing the Corridor of Connection. It's a mural about the East Village here in Calgary.
Nice, and is there like a meaning or a story behind it?
There's basically this is the heart and cultural area of Calgary when it first became Calgary. We have the rivers flowing together and that was the meeting point. We also have the lips, that's for expression and oral tradition of storytelling and you know, speaking about who we are and what we really stand for. And then we have lifestyle, natural elements, and hearts throughout.
What the? Casualty! Time for a new brush. Let's do it. Thanks for everything today. That was awesome visiting. Woo! On the wall. I'm so stoked. Ah! At Michelle Hoodbell. Check her out. Okay, reason number 2. People forget. People forget why they started photography. They become bored and uninspired. Were they really just so in love with a black box? Or did they get into photography to capture amazing moments, memories, and stories? Oh, that train. Never ends. Oh, the relief. So yeah, remember why you first fell in love with photography. Was it the creative expression, the love of details, or the constant learning and discovering? Because I really doubt that people got into photography to go out there and shoot corporate events. Reason number 3, people's values change. And it's not a bad thing, but let's just say at one point you may have been super in love with photography, and then the things that you prioritize or value in life, they change. For example, my current values are learning, creativity, traveling, adventure, and community. Everything I do, I try and align with those 5 values. Right? I'm super happy because right now I love to travel, I love to create, but if I were to get married, for example, or have children, support a family, maybe I would prioritize them. Of course, that's not a bad thing. That's just something to anticipate and something to be prepared for. I'm dead. Reason number 4, and that is burnout. So it's no surprise that making it as an entrepreneur in any creative field is a lot of hard work and dedication. You end up working double the amount of hours of a 9-to-5er, and oftentimes you get paid less. So then why do it? Well, typically entrepreneurs and creatives, they love what they do, and therefore all those hours of work doesn't feel like hard work at all because it's so fulfilling. It's exactly what they want to do in life. However, the moment it starts to feel like a lot of work and a big effort, then comes the burnout. People get tired of the grind and the unpredictability and the unknown of where the next paycheck will come from, and it no longer becomes worth it for them. Number 5 is the comparison game. People love to compare themselves to other people in any field. When I was a teacher, teachers would always compare each other's salaries to what everyone else was getting and base what you wanted to do upon the salary. And social media is the worst for that. People see these perfectly depicted lives thinking that other people are so successful, and they're like, wow, how does that compare to my life? My career is just horrible, not working out. I also do it sometimes too. I fall victim to the comparison game, and I sit there and scroll profiles on social media, and I just have to constantly remind myself to stay focused on my values, and that I'm doing what I want to be doing, and that I'm working hard to sustain this, and I'm happy in that. You really have to be conscious not to fall victim to the comparison game. Yeah, nice. It's a camera. Back at the standing desk. Oh, the greatest. All right, that brings us back here, down in the basement. Time to edit this video. But just to recap, the 5 reasons people quit photography are: 1, people chase the money. 2, people forget why they started and become bored. 3, people's values change. 4, people burn out. And 5, fall victim to the comparison game. Now, I'm not saying I've got all 5 of these dialed in, but I am saying that these are something to be aware of and something to think about. So what does this mean for you? Here's my suggestion to people who are looking to get into photography full time. Don't quit your day job. Now, I don't mean that in a bad way. What I mean is keep it as your hobby and look for ways to make money with it and sustain some bonus income. If your photography and filmmaking start to go really well and take over, then maybe it's time to consider pursuing it full time. Even myself, I have other income completely unrelated to photography, so I don't have to completely 100% rely on my camera. It takes the stress and the pressure away from doing jobs for the money, and I don't have to do jobs that I don't want to do. Therefore, it will reduce the chances of me burning out. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you got something from it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments, and consider subscribing if you are not already. All right, see you guys in the next video.